fetch me. Oh, here it is, here. Okay, cool. What are we doing?
He said it's got to be filled out properly though.
Well, you know, I'm not going to do it today. I have to wait and do it. And I have to read your notes.
But you said that I have to be here to do
No, I
it.
didn't say that. Oh, I did. I've got your notes now. But you know what? Shall I give you a copy of this?
Right, and you need to give me a form as well for post-traumatic stress, and I'll fill it in and then it'll make it easier for you.
I don't know what I have to do here. This is all the soft tissue. So, do you want to...
Do you want to what?
I'm going to fill in 4 pages here. I have to really read this book before we do it. Do you want to fill in some of it?
Well,
and then you can bring it to me and see what you say?
Dave wants me to do the assessment before I leave.
Huh?
Dave wanted me to do the assessment.
Today?
No.
I can't do it today. Yeah.
No, but he wanted me to get it sent off today. This.
I can't do it today.
And
I just got it this afternoon. I mean, I got it this morning, but I've been busy with patients, you know?
Well, you got this morning?
Well, this morning, yesterday.
Oh, you got it yesterday. But he said he sent it through to the same address. He sent it to the nurse's one. It was sent on the same thing that he sent to ACC last time.
Oh, I don't know. And, the girls picked it up yesterday, and I've got it today. Fine. Please find attached lump sum application for him. Yeah. So I can fill out a post-traumatic one today. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah. Tell me to say you got to do something. Because the post-traumatic stress is how it was caused and how long it's been going on for. And I'm just having a lot of health problems because of it. So
for ACC, post-traumatic stress from injuries, going back to when?
Going back to...
which is your...
I would say April of 2000 onwards.
I've got 94 here, so not 94.
No, come back to April of 2000, that's when it all started.
I've got April, I've got December, November 2000. Neck sprain, back of head vertebra. Which is the one that you were in a bad injury?
Which bad injury? I've had all bad injuries.
No, but you said you had a severe injury.
I got attacked in the back of the police car. And that I always had problems, you know, from bits and pieces. But when they did the damage, that's when my 2 arms felt like lead weights. That's
so when was that?
The nausea.
So stress injuries from injuries dating back.
Dating back to 2000 was was when the conflicts all started.
Okay, and then which is the police one?
Oh, that was on the 20th of June 2007.
So going back to 2000, what was that 2000 injury?
The 2000 injury was just the harassment, the intimidation. From
that's not there. This is neck pain. I have to go according to these injuries here.
We're talking about how ACC managed my case.
Yes, I know. So this whole thing is to do with all the injuries here. Did you ever lodge complaints or ACCs for your abuse from?
Listen, I was making the complaints. The police weren't taking them. I was making the complaints.
But did you go to your doctor and fill out a form?
I went to the GP and the GP was dealing with ACC. These are the problems with the GP.
So I just say dating back to 2000, has been abused by what police?
Abused by the system and ACC and their private investigators.
Police.
And
private investigators, yep.
That led, like after years of abuse, ACC admitted a lot of wrongdoings and they were supposed to rectify them. And that led to the state criminal kidnapping of me.
Okay, so post-traumatic stress from injuries dating back to 2000 has been abused by police, right?
Yep.
Have you got a date?
The dates from the police?
Yeah.
No. I mean, they say like they ended up taking me and trying to claim that they
private investigators that led to what?
They tried to then claim that all their staff were in danger from me, and this was all part of this is all part of the post-traumatic stress they were causing. the stress and the trauma they were
But we
caused.
need documentation, you know?
Well, this is the whole point. I mean, so like every issue builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up. Nobody does anything, and I'm the one left carrying
I'm
it.
going to do something if I can, you know?
I
Where's
know,
your
well,
bloody letter?
It's got everything in it. It's got everything just...
I should read this before I do anything.
I didn't know how hard it would be. All the case notes, medical files all disappeared, so... You know, if there's no case notes and case files to work from that Dr. Roach had done, there was arguments with Dr. Alan Dickey and the manipulation of ACC, and there was the changing of the medical certificate by Dr. Martin Eade that led to that. So it's just been an ongoing drama, you know.
Well, I'm going to put here, post-traumatic stress from injuries dating back to 2000 has been abused by police, private investigators, and led to what? What did it lead to?
Well, you're talking easy, just intimidation. It led to the state criminal kidnapping of me in the end. It led to violent assaults, threats, intimidation, violence, all the way through it. Singled out. I was singled out, I was isolated, I was alienated. Everything was provocation, everything was entrapment. So it didn't matter what I do. It didn't matter what I said. They singled me out, they isolated me, they alienated me to frustrate me, to traumatize me, to literally hold me criminally to blackmail and ransom and take complete control away from me. And that caused the post-traumatic stress.
So I'll put down post-traumatic stress from injuries dating back to 2000 has been abused by police, intimidated by police, right? Is that enough to write in there?
No, you need to put private investigators did likewise. ACC staff and management did likewise.
And private investigators?
Yeah.
Hired by who?
Hired by ACC.
Hired by ACC?
Yeah.
And private investigators hired by ACC, alright? Alright? Did much the same. Right?
Yeah. These people think they can hide behind fear and violence and get away with murder and literally turn your life into a kidnapped hostage prisoners association and literally defraud you for the rest of your life and get away with it. But it's not going to happen. I can tell you that now.
So this goes back to 2001, right?
It goes back to April 2000 is when the 22nd of April 2000 is when the conflict started. That's when they made the false declaration of my name.
When in April?
April 2000.
Yeah, April 2000.
I could go back to 1999 when I went into an ACC office and I asked to speak to the case manager, and the case manager she came out with this attitude and started really fighting with me, and I'm going, yeah, I want to. And it wasn't even my case manager came out to see me. She goes, I'm calling police. I said, call them. And I sat there and the police turned up. And I wouldn't go into an ACC office after that. That was very traumatizing, actually. And they then swayed me back into going into an ACC office then. After that, and then they did it all over again. It was just diabolical. I've never seen so many evil, nasty people in my life. You know, I can talk and I can listen. And I don't have to get aggro about it, and I don't have to get angry about it.
Post-traumatic stress, okay?
I got more self-control than anybody has.
The post-traumatic stress.
Yeah. They just turned me into a nervous wreck, that's all they did. They just play games with you, and they play mind games with you. And inventing brain injuries and mental illnesses and threats to kill didn't help the matter. That was just to add to the conflict. That was to try and turn criminals into victims. That was to cause victimization. And that's why this case has been run, on victimization. If all the facts were in front of a jury, every last one of them would be put behind bars for what they've done in this case. Every last one. That has been pushed too far too many times.
Private investigator hired by ACC?
Yeah. Writing up fictitious reports, lies, innuendos, speculation, manufacturing. You know, these people don't have to be accountable, just like forensic psychiatrists. They violate and rape your life, but when they come to write the report, and you want to question them on what they've written, they all want to run a mile and hide away. They don't want to be challenged on it. So you're left slandered and labelled and defamed, and literally placed under the controls of a terrorist. That's exactly what it's like, a terrorist. And
okay, I've sent it, okay, alright?
so what'll happen with that now?
I don't know. I have no proof, but, you know, if ACC's got proof, they'll, you know.
Well,
you're,
at the end of the day, I mean, say they've asked me to fill it out and fill all the things out, but you've done it yourself, that's fine. So, well, we'll see how that goes. I mean, so like at the end of the day, they can...
So you sign it there, and see, and then, you know, and let me just read this, and then I'll get you in and we'll go through it together. Or do you want to have a copy and you want to write down what you want to write?
Yeah, give me a copy and I'll...
You said how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're saying abused. I mean, see, I was violently assaulted as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you didn't write it in there.
Oh, assaulted as well? Okay, I can do that.
I was violently assaulted on the back.
I can do that because I can just add it on here.
I was violently assaulted.
Assault.
Yeah, and I was falsely in prison.
I don't have enough space to write that here.
Well, just...
Police. Abused by police. Assaulted, right?
Yeah.
Assaulted by police.
State criminal kidnapped. Write that down. That's my exact words. State criminal kidnapped.
State
criminal kidnapped. In other words, set up for crimes I didn't commit. It's just an abuse of power. And declared an act of war against me. That's a very good...
I can't write all that in one fit.
Okay then. Well, you should write declared an act of war against the victim. That's what you have to say.
Assaulted by...
Well, they're trying to cover up the fact that they've caused me injuries. They're trying to cover up the fact that they're causing the post-traumatic stress and the trauma, but they're not actually addressing any of the injuries. They're literally... It comes down to the medical certificate.
Okay, yeah. Assault by police, then state, what state?
State criminal kidnapped. State criminal kidnapped. That's what it was. I was set up for crimes I didn't commit.
State criminal kidnap?
Yep. Threatened, intimidated, bullied, abused, harassed, criminally harassed, stalked. I went through it all.
And what else did you say? And that's it, okay? And
Look, I've been through it all. At the end of the day, I've got 2 arms like 2 lead weights. I've got a trapped spinal cord which was never addressed and was misdiagnosed.
Back into 2000, has been abused by police, assaulted by police, state criminal kidnapped, and what else do you want me to write?
Set up for crimes I didn't commit. It's like it's post-traumatic stress we're dealing with here. And
set up with?
Set up with crimes that he did not commit. And has been singled out, isolated, alienated by ACC in the process.
I can't, it's not in the fit.
Okay.
And by private investigators.
Ah, that was just, look, I've just been attacked by everybody. Everybody's just ganged up, and this is the situation. I'm leaving the country in 18 days. and I'm going to give myself some peace of mind. And when I get back, I want the proper processes of forensic psychiatrist, psychologist, and anybody else who is necessary to sit down and discuss my entire case with me. Discuss every issue that I've been through.
Yeah, so you can ask your lawyer to do all of that.
Well, it's not a question of the lawyer doing that. It's a question of ACC, because of the medical certificate being written up with chronic pain. ACC is literally doing nothing, and they don't want to do anything. They don't want to reopen the case. They don't want to. They just want to get away with it. I'm going to say every person involved in my case is using a false name. They're using a false name. Do you know? So it's evil, it's nasty, and it's all about never having to address anything. So
Okay.
I just think that I just feel like I'm their prisoner, their hostage, their captive. I just feel like I'm in a kidnap situation, being defrauded.
Okay, I'll just give you a copy of all this.
And the only option I've been given is to walk away with nothing. That's what they're telling
Yeah,
me.
that's what they're trying to do, yeah.
Of course it is.
So you take this one, okay?
Yeah,
and
okay,
then
I'll take that one.
and then go through it, okay?
So I get through that, and then I just.
Then come back and
When do you want to come back and see you?
Well, probably early Wednesday morning.
Right, okay. So I'll wait till Wednesday and I'll square you up then.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
cool?
sweet as.
Okay.
No, that's cool. I don't need a copy of that other
Which one?
post-traumatic stress one, do you?
No. I've signed up with the CA, okay?
But I
It's gone, okay?
I don't need a copy of it, do you?
No, this is your thing. You don't need this. I'm gonna scan it in.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I'm gonna get scan go here, and it'll be not be there. She'll scan and give you that, okay?
Okay, thanks. Cool. See you. Oh, can I ask you one question? This problem I'm having with breathing and it's like I can't breathe sometimes. It's like asthma sort of feeling.
Yeah.
And it feels like there's a blockage here. My stomach's all hard.
Yeah, there's air going in though, you know?
It just feels like it's really, and I'm just
Not good.
hot and cold all the time. So can you deal with that on Wednesday as well then?
I don't know about Wednesday, but we'll do the chest x-rays and all that, you know?
Yeah, oh, okay. All right.
You're going to Thailand anyway, you're going to do everything there?
No, I'm going to do a lot of stuff there, but I'm not going to do the x-rays there. If I'm going for an x-ray, I'm going to do that x-ray tomorrow for my spine.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that?
No, that won't come, there's one under ACC though, you know?
So they're two different x-rays? Oh, okay. All right, well,
Okay.
I'll get it off you Wednesday then.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
You just brought up his account for the square meter altogether, okay?
I'll square up because I got to come back and see her on Wednesday.
No problem. This is your other copy, so I'll just leave it.
Oh, is that it there?
20 on your account.
Yeah. That's cool. No worries.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.